Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Mildly Infuriating, brought to you by our sponsor, Laziness. I've put off trimming my beard and getting a haircut for way too long, and it's probably mildly infuriating to look at. So make sure that you like this video down below. Or in the case of people who watch on a TV, which was pointed out to me just the other day, I don't actually know where the like button is, but I'm sure you can find it if you try hard enough and you're not lazy like me. Start off with number 19. Am I losing my mind, or is the first X upside down? Is it? It's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, it is, I guess. The top of the X is just slightly smaller than the bottom of the X. What they really should have done is just made them perfectly symmetrical in all directions so that no one would run into this problem, because if you're really up close to that thing as you're installing it and it doesn't have a label on top or bottom, you're probably not going to realize until you step back and then your brain is like, wait a minute, something seems off. What is it? Oh, I can't be bothered to change that now. Nope. No, it's staying that way. I hate YouTube ads. I mean, I'm torn. I like YouTube ads because they allow me to do what I do. So I'm not sure I agree with the title, but it's so sad that YouTubers get demonetized for saying fork, and then YouTube shoves down our throat these ads. What is this an ad for? Hasn't someone gotten in trouble? It was either on Twitch or YouTube, but they got in trouble for either, I don't know if it was watching an ad that was playing on the platform, or it was for watching another stream of somebody else's, and they got in trouble for the content of that stream when the stream still existed, or the video. It was some weird thing. I don't know specifics, but anyway, would I get in trouble if I actually watched the video version of this ad, even though it's an ad on YouTube? I don't really want to find out, but it's fun to speculate. Same brand, same style. Left was purchased pre-Crown, right as present day. Did they actually cut off a little bit of the width right there, dude? I mean, I guess if they're trying to, up their supply, because I think, if I recall correctly, what happened is because a lot of people go to the bathroom at work, and work orders industrial toilet paper, which is like a different supplier, and now all of a sudden everybody's at home, so everybody is buying. A, people are buying more than they should, but B, it's actually that just more people are buying toilet paper that's used at home, and the supply chain wasn't enough to handle it. And so maybe they were like, if we just cut the width a little bit, we'll be able to supply more, and functionally it'll be similar because not many people pay attention to the width of the toilet paper, more the length. Nobody will notice. Honestly, that looks like some real thick toilet paper right there. I guess you get good coverage. You're never accidentally gonna get any on your hand. Makes sense. Average Twitter users. Who cheats more? Boys, males, ever cheated before multiple times. It's weird that you would want to just tweet that out to everybody. I don't know. I feel like if that was a question out there, maybe if you had an anonymous account and you were trying to just give the person who did the tweet some data, that'd be good. But why would you want to quote retweet that so that everyone who follows you would see that? Does that make you look better to them? I don't know. It's a questionable thing right there. Is there self-interest in doing that? Maybe you feel guilty and you're just like, I want people to think I'm terrible because I feel terrible. Opened a can of beans to find no beans at all. Wow. That's almost more of a never tell me the odds right there, dude. You got Heinz beans. That's a
major bean manufacturer
right there. And no beans inside the Heinz beans? Hey, at least you got internet karma points for it, despite your disappointment. Honestly, it almost looks like the plate just has a design. When it was in the thumbnail, I was like, where's the can of beans? It just looks like a nice two-tone plate. The nice white edge and then a more brown. And oh, that's the bean liquid. Getting back to my seat after a bathroom break. Oh, God. Also, is this now? Is this an old picture? Is this like a current day picture? Because wouldn't you want to, I don't know, be especially considerate of people if you happen to have to be flying right now, which just seems like something you'd want to avoid at all costs? I don't know, maybe people are just like, hey, it's a great time to take a vacation. I'm just like, no, I don't want to be on a plane. I'm good. But if you have to be on a plane, why would you stick your feet, your freaking socks through to the other person's side and just, I'm sorry, I don't want your sock armrests. I'm good. I'm gonna smell that. Did they just wait? They waited until you left. They're like, I think they're leaving now. I don't think they're gonna come back. I think they've decided to get off the plane mid-flight without a parachute. I cringe at this. Wait. What is this? Oh, this is like a diagram of when you wait, no. I actually don't know what is this? Oh, yes, of course. I haven't put on a sweater with another long garment underneath it for a very long time now. Part of, staying at home pretty much 24/7 is it's more climate controlled. But yeah, right. When you put it on and then you stick your arm through and then it just whoop brings it all the way up, and then you're like, okay, so I have to like reach on through, grab it out. Yeah. It's been so long, I've totally forgotten about it. Also, I guess in California, you don't often have to wear long sleeves and then a sweater over it. That's more of a snowy environment thing. Been a while since I've gone snowboarding. Love to at some point. Very relaxing, isn't it? Who did that? Wait, why would you do that? You literally have it laid out in the center there, and you could have saved yourself a whole bunch of work with having to make these like circular tile rings. Instead, you could have just put no work in right there and just had the outer tile rings. And you could have put the planner in the center and everyone would have been more happy. Why? It's like it's a video game and you just accidentally, like it snapped to grid and you just snapped it one to the right by accident. And now it's there and you're new to this. You don't know the delete function. You're like, screw it, I'm just gonna leave it here. Why though? There's a video in your ads. Okay, here's the thing. It could be a very long video, all right? I've had 5-hour-long videos before, and if I put mid-roll ads in them at my usual placement, this is more on the Captain Sparkles 2 live stream channel, it's gonna look like there's a ridiculous amount of ads, but the reality of the situation is they're at the exact same frequency that I would normally put them in. But because the video is so long and the bar display is at the same length no matter what, whether it's a 1-minute video or 5-hour video, it's gonna look like there's just ads. But really, it's very interesting because you see that. I get comments on a super long video, wow, I can't believe you put all these ads. Whereas if it's a 1-hour video, there's no comments about it. And I just want to be like, it's the same distance between the ads, but it's just because the display is, YouTube's doing me dirty and people don't realize it. And they think I put more ads in this than I would a shorter video, same proportion. How they fix the pavement near my house? Alrighty then, that's just great. Yep, surely not a tripping hazard there for grandma or grandpa walking down the sidewalk and just getting their foot stuck in this open gap right here, or somebody running and not realizing that the surface just totally changes and they break their ankle there. How do you do that and walk away and feel proud? Is there any grout in there, or did they just like drop the bricks in? Okay, good enough. At least no one can actually, fall into a hole, but it's probably worse this way. $755 to look like you don't know how to wear glasses. Why would you want them to be upside down? Inverted cat eye sunglasses. I wish I could be a fly on the wall in high fashion design meetings and stuff as to how people think of these ideas. Is it individual designers who just come up with a bunch of stuff and then they get approved or disapproved by the higher ups? Or do people actually come around a table and like think of, okay, what are our goals? What do we want to do? Oh yeah, let's upside down the glasses. Well, we can charge our normal price. Yeah, we think it looks silly, but somebody's gonna buy it because Gucci. And they'll think they're looking like unique and stuff. I feel like there's this interesting thing that when it comes to expensive brands, that people are proud to rock a very bizarre look because it's expensive. Whereas if it were a bizarre look, but it was something that you bought at Walmart, they wouldn't want to wear it. I thought this was silver wrapping paper. I guess, if you have a whole bunch of mostly transparent wrapping paper wrapped around, it's gonna eventually look solid. You'd think they would have labeled it or something, the people who manufactured it. Like, when we look at this in a roll, it doesn't actually look transparent. We get that it's going to be hard to realize it's transparent when it's in a roll, so maybe we should mark it that way. Nah, people just figure it out. People wanting transparent wrapping paper, which, interesting. You're just going to be able to see the gift, why bother at that point? Well, they're not going to realize it's transparent. People who want silver wrapping paper are going to be disappointed when they're just, here's your gift. You can see what it is, but I still wrapped it. I hope you like. Netflix censorship in my country. Wait, what is it though? I'm thinking it's something else. Like, but why is that hanging up with all the knives? But it doesn't look like what would normally be blurred that's along. You know, there's a thing that might get blurred it's long. If you don't know what it is, don't worry about it. Don't ask questions. But I assume that's a knife though, right? Because why would you have that hanging up with your knives in the kitchen? Why is the knife blurred? Why is one knife blurred but the others aren't blurred? What? Murder weapons are all censored in this show, and that's why there's only one kitchen knife that's censored. Other knives are fine. Wait, what? Isn't that a bit of a spoiler though? Like, it's like when you're watching a show, and I always watch shows with subtitles. Sometimes they're whispering and you can't hear properly. And so sometimes you'll have the main character searching for someone for a super long time, and all of a sudden they run into a mysterious character. And then the subtitle will be like, John. And then John says what they say, and you're like, wait a minute, they were looking for John for ages, and this character is supposed to be just a mysterious person. And then only 2 episodes later do they actually reveal that person is John, but the subtitles the whole time just saying this is John. I'm like, oh, okay. So I just got spoiled by that. Waiting 7 years for this moment. Cyberpunk, here we go. I haven't played it. It seems like some people are having fun with it, and other people have been having problems. Can't use this content. It hasn't reached its start date. Sorry about that, dude. Timer's not actually at 0. Your time zone was messed up, and it just realized upon counting down. It's funny because you wouldn't realize this is going to happen. You're actually filming because you're very excited, and then all of a sudden it's just like, nope. Someone left a live chicken on my driveway. Hen inside. Please care for her. Sorry. Sorry for the inconvenience. I just thought I'd give you my chicken. You look like you could use a nice, tasty meal. Or you can care for her. Either way, it's up to you now. This is it in a cardboard box without any air holes poked in either? Just a chicken in a box. All right. Why would it just? I feel like there are a bunch of places you could go to outside of just some random person's house. Animal control, a farm even. You could just drop it off at a farm maybe. That would be a better chance, even if the farmer would still probably be like, why did you just leave a hen? I don't know if this hen is gonna get my other hen sick, so I can't do anything with it. So what do you do? Whoever invented these teeny tiny tabs on seals, you're not my friend. Yeah, it's usually these at least come off in one go. And this is why I leave my index finger on my right hand. I leave my index fingernail slightly longer than everything else. And it's muscle memory now when I'm cutting my fingers. I just leave it slightly longer and I'm not even thinking about it because it helps for opening things like this. But let's talk about the real culprit here. Vitamin bottles, all right? Vitamin bottles don't even have the tabs. They just have, and it's usually paper. It's paper. They don't have the tabs. And even once you get under it, it just rips the paper in half. And then there's thinner paper on top. And then you're like, okay, cool. I just have to go grab a fork and poke a hole in it and then peel it out from the center. Oh my God, you would think that they would have figured this out by now, yeah? How have we gone this long and you haven't figured out how to make a pull tab properly work? How is the paper still tearing in half? Use something like this. I'm so mad about this. This resonates so much with me. Applying online at Best Buy. We should greet all Best Buy customers. True. You did not select the correct response. We welcome our customers, not greet them. I'd like to thank Best Buy for sponsoring me this holiday season. And yeah, they sponsored me for the Xbox Series X, the Astro A40 headset, the black ones that are over there, actually more modern, updated versions of these. So shout out to Best Buy for being a sponsor, both on Twitch and on the main channel on YouTube, also on Instagram. It's pretty slick stuff. And yeah, you can check them out. And the top for the last month is Bulbasaurus Said It. Bulbasaurus. I guess it's a joke. Some say Charmander is the best. Yeah, no, I do. It's correct. Some say it's Squirtle, but deep down we all know that Universities charging full-price tuition even when classes are online only and require students to use their own internet connection is proof that universities are just businesses or country clubs rather than institutions of learning. I happen to agree with that. It seems a little bit, I don't know, silly to not get any discount whatsoever and still be expected to pay the full thing if you're not getting the majority of what you get out of a university. Like, what if you're in a science major and you have to do hands-on labs and you can't do that, but you're still paying full tuition, even though you're not getting that very important component of things? I wonder if education is going to permanently change after this is all done. Obviously, the universities themselves are not going to want that to happen, but I wonder if they're going to be forced into it because another university is going to actually like change their model and charge a lesser tuition in exchange for remote learning, and then all the others are going to have to compete. I don't know, but either way, it seems a little bit unfair. It's just a matter of being lucky to be born in the year that I was born. It'd be unfortunate to have to be going to school during this time. And so all the best wishes to all you out there navigating these uncharted waters, and hopefully it gets back to the way it was before, but maybe with changes for the better afterwards. That's it for the last month of Mildly Infuriating. Hopefully you've been infuriating. Make sure to like if you were infuriated, and also subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell if you're not already, and if you want to catch the last Mildly Infuriating, check the little box over here. You can click on it, or latest Merry Music upload down there, and playlist if you want to catch more of these. I'll see you next time.